Hey guys, welcome back to another episode by Brendan World to Day Vlog 41. So hopefully you guys like that like 2.5 minute intro of all this, some of the stuff I've been doing over my past 2 weeks or so. But now on with the main, of course, the video itself pretty much. So I'm gonna kind of talk fast because I do have a lot to get through. I'll kind of start up here. So I got one up here now on this, starting this row, Apollo 13. Next up is Get Out, which is a horror movie that I heard was pretty darn good, a few months ago, so I really wanted to see it. I rented it a couple weeks ago, and I bought it on DVD, so, about a week ago, so that will be over there once I get onto that. But this poster, pretty awesome poster. It's basically about a African-American guy that goes and visits his Caucasian girlfriend with her Caucasian family, and they have like a family reunion. They turn out to be like a white supremacist family, and it turns out like they like just kidnap African-American people and like brainwash them using like these videos, and then they take this like blind guy's brain and like they do surgery and brainwash them and everything and basically make them into their slaves. And then eventually the girlfriend was like the only nice one, he realized, and then all of a sudden he goes in her closet and finds like all these pictures of like all these like African-American people that like are now like working for them and everything, and then that she dated, and she's just like been dating all these African-American people, and then all of a sudden the last one she finds is the African-American woman slave that's been working for them. So that's a very good movie, and I will admit it's more of a thriller, kind of like The Purge election year, but that is now my favorite horror movie. I'm just gonna say horror movie because it's horror slash thriller. It's more horror than Purge election year in my opinion. But yeah, it was just it worked your mind a lot, kind of like Arrival, and that's very good. So if you have not seen that, Get Out, definitely recommend it. It is my most favorite horror slash thriller film of all time so far. I got that, but I got Get Out and The Shawshank Redemption. So first off, Get Out, I just got it on DVD because it was cheaper, and I just decided to do that. But I rode my bike and cashed in my paycheck, which was the first time I went to go cash in my paycheck. It's all the way downtown. It's really only like a 3-mile ride, so it's really not that bad at all, and it really was not that bad. But but my dad usually takes me, but I rode my bike because I was all alone because it was like the second day of summer vacation. But I just went to Target right after because it was my biggest paycheck so far from the team panel, and this was one of the things I got. So it's written, directed by Jordan Peele. Get Out. There, and then there's a back when her mom is like brainwashing him. That's when that guy, which was his friend, and he kind of recognized him. So his friend that works at the airport, he wanted to take a picture of him to show him that he does kind of look like their friend that got kidnapped, and he took a picture and it brought him back for a second, and he told him to get out because he knew what could happen and everything. And that's not only did I get a few $15 steelbooks, which I did pick up one of, but I got these, which are like classic whatever year decade rewind, and I got 2 of them. They're only $5, and there's some that came with like 3 movies or whatever. So very good deals. But as you guys know, this is a Best Picture winner. I talked about it a few day vlogs ago. My poster for it is right there. But it's $1 Million Baby. It won Best Picture in 2004, and it won 4 Academy Awards, actually, which are Oscars, but if you don't know. It has Clint Eastwood, Hilary Swank, and Morgan Freeman, all great actors. Classic 2000s rewind. And $1 Million Baby. I just bought it, and as you guys know, this is one of the only 3 movies so far to even get my eyes to water, along with Logan and Forrest Gump right there. And right there. But that is a very good movie. Then The Shawshank Redemption is my second one that I got of the rewinds, classic 90s rewind, and you can see there I got the main poster on the front, and so definitely very happy to own that again. Really like that movie, and very happy to own it. And I actually own like the top 4 highest rated movies now, because of course I got the Godfather trilogy, the Coppola restoration, so Godfather Part 1 and Part 2 are number 2 and 3. And then the Dark Knight trilogy special edition, The Dark Knight, is number 4, and then that's number 1. So but up here there's only one new thing, which is Hellboy. You guys know there's like some like kind of off-brand, not really off-brand, but like kind of side superheroes from DC, which is like Watchmen, V for Vendetta, and Hellboy, which like Rorschach from Watchmen, V for Vendetta, and Can't remember his name, but I really, really like him. Actually, I'm pretty sure his name is just Hellboy. I kind of feel dumb. But yeah, but they are like some of my most favorite superheroes. Definitely in my top 6 or something like that. But yeah, so that is Hellboy. I just picked that up because I went to the new Walmart, rode my bike all the way over there again, and I got Hellboy and another thing, which I'll show in a second. But this was only like $3.75, and yeah, that's the front. And that's the back. Really do like that movie. And, so yeah, so I'll just put that back in a second once I put the camera down. But next up is, this one, which I actually just went and picked up, a few hours before I started filming this. But it is another Quentin Tarantino movie. As you guys know, I've seen 7 out of 8 of his movies so far. Which are, Django Unchained, The Hateful Eight, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, Inglourious Basterds, Pulp Fiction, and Reservoir Dogs. So I only have to see Jackie Brown again now, but now I own every single one that I've seen, except for Inglourious Basterds, because now I own Reservoir Dogs, one of my most favorite Quentin Tarantino movies, definitely top 3, because Django Unchained is my number 1, then Pulp Fiction, and then this. And then so on, but yeah, I got Reservoir Dogs. This was only $4, it was $6, but it was on sale at my Target. No, I was really excited when I got Django Unchained, not only because it's a great movie, in my opinion, my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, but it was also my first Steelbook. Now, as I said just a little bit ago, that I picked up one of the Steelbooks from Target, because they were only $10, and this is the only one that I really wanted, because the other ones were movies I didn't really like, or wanted to own anyway. But I'm honestly not a huge fan of this movie. I think it's quite a bit too long, because it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes. I think it could have been like 2 hours or so. But it's basically a story about the band NWA, Straight Outta Compton. You probably know all about this. It was a huge movie back in, I believe, 2015. But definitely a very cool steelbook anyway. But you can see it's kind of like this like matte color, and then the Straight Outta Compton thing is actually a little bit more shiny. I don't know how well you can see it, but it is more shiny a little bit. You can kind of see it a little better right there, but you just got all of them. That's their name in the bands, but that's not actually like the actors. Ice Cube, for most of the movie, he actually did play Ice Cube, but just got the band names, not their actual names. But Dr. Dre, MC Ren, Eazy, DJ Yellow, and Ice Cube. And yeah, so the front is very cool. The spine I really love, and then the back is really cool. You just got the back right there. And then Django Unchained, as you saw my steelbook quite a few day vlogs ago, it's right there, but usually they always have art on the inside of steelbooks, but this one, it has cool disc art, but there's no inside box art, sadly. But Straight Outta Compton actually does have inside box art, luckily. So if you want to see that real quick, you can see that it does, once I get this out, of course, discs are quite a bit harder to get out. Just gonna put the camera down real quick. But discs are quite a bit harder to get out of steelbooks, if you don't know, but I just got it out. So yeah, but this one is basically like kind of one of their performances, concerts, whatever. And you can see the whole crew. You got 2 of them right there, 2 more of them right there, and then last one over there in the crowd. And so yeah, so that's quite a bit of inside box art. And that's like some of the only inside box art I even have, because some of the other ones are like the Alien quadrilogy, but it's mainly just green fog and like the bio on each movie and everything, so it's not much. But then the other ones are like the Transformers movies, 1 through 3, because I have the special edition of the 4th one, of course. But those ones are always like see-through boxes, and they always have like inside box art and everything. But that is very cool. So now I have 2 steelbooks. Really love how those look together. They're nice and strong together and everything. But that is all my new movies from that. And now I only have 2 more movies that I got. And that is these. So basically, you guys know that just a little bit after the Lego Movie came out on DVD, I got this, the Lego Movie DVD 2-disc special edition. So I got this, of course, back in 2014, quite a while ago, and I've had that for a long time, of course. But just a couple weeks ago at Walmart for $10, they actually had this, which this is not all it came with. I actually got this thing called the Lego Movie 3D Blu-ray plus DVD plus digital HD for $10, and it also came with a Vitruvius, an exclusive Vitruvius Lego minifigure, and that little pop-up Emmett thing, which I added to my movie memorabilia section, which I'll show in a second. But so just to show you what else came with that, not only the movie, but this, as you guys know, this is my little stand that I built for all my Minecraft minifigures, like my favorite my favorite Lego minifigure of all time back there. And then, yeah, I got all my Lego movie things right there, but now I got, like, the whole, like, main crew, because, of course, I do have, that Batman right there, but I just put him up there with my DC guys, but got Emmett. I moved Emmett in the front now, since there wasn't enough room. I moved Emmett in the front, but that actually looks better, because now it looks like he's the leader, and he is on a platform. It's connected, so it's all level out, and it's not wobbly or anything, so he's still connected and everything. But now, as I said, it came with Vitruvius, which I really love. It's not the, like, main one from the movie, but it's the one from, like, the first few seconds, the opening scene to the Lego movie. But still very cool. You can see he has the, like, little Lego piece to make it look like he has his little dress thing. And that's actually my favorite Lego cape that I have now. Because if you guys don't know, he comes with, like, this, I don't know how you're going to be able to see this. Yeah, probably not that well, but if I get, like, if I get my flashlight on my iPod, you'll probably be able to see it. But if you can see, if I zoom in and then, kind of focus it on his cape, then you can actually see the back of his cape. Not the inside of his cape is just pretty much light blue, but the back of his cape is actually like this, like, all nice and, like, pearly and everything. And it's to the last thing that Everything is Awesome set, came with. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it's called the Everything is Awesome set. But, it is this, which is actually a lot more high quality than I thought. It's actually very strong plastic, but on the back, if you can kind of see that, it actually has, like, a little stand to hold it up, which you might be able to kind of see back there. But I thought it was just, you're gonna have to lean it against a wall, but it actually does hold itself up with its little stand. But it is Emmett right there, which looks really good in my movie memorabilia section, in my opinion. And I just really, really love that. It pops out a lot, but there's just a little Emmett thing. So that's the last thing that came with. So that is the Everything is Awesome set. So now I have 2 different versions of the Lego movie, but that is really awesome. Very happy that I got that for 10 bucks. And the last thing, which I also just got today, because for me today is today for me it is Tuesday, June, forgot what day it is exactly. Yeah, Tuesday, June 13th, 2017, which is the official release date of the Lego Batman movie on physical media. So, of course, I pre-ordered it about a week and a half ago. Yeah, I got it today on the release day, like I get most of my movies, of course. And, yeah, here it is. So, of course, I got it on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital HD. There is the back, and you just got Batman with Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and the Joker right there. And, superior special features. As you guys know, I, like, never watch special features. But this is the first one. I actually watched all the special features, because I watched all 6 featurettes, all 4 deleted scenes, and all 4 of the new original animated shorts. But, yeah, so if you do get this, I would recommend watching those. The 4 deleted scenes were actually good scenes that I wish they kind of included in the movie. The 6 featurettes were kind of nice to have. But the 4 new original animated shorts, I actually really like those, and those were a very nice addition. So the spine has a lot going on. It's pretty nice, and you can just see all the Lego pieces and everything. Then, of course, like, most of the DC movies nowadays, like the DC Cinematic Universe, Extended Universe, whatever you want to call it, like the Batman v Superman and Dawn Justice and Suicide Squad and all that, they all have this DC stamp in the corner, and this does as well. So yeah, so if you've seen this, I think it's kind of funny how DC is a big part of it and everything, of course, and they're actually they made fun of Suicide Squad quite a bit in this, so yeah, but it kind of deserves it. But yeah, so it is actually embossed, which I'm pretty surprised about, because I thought it was just all gonna be glossy, but it was still gonna be like one of my most favorite slipcovers, but they also embossed it, so now this is probably within at least my top 5 favorite slipcovers of all time that I own so far. But this is actually embossed a little bit. It's really not that much, but just this little line splitting the yellow to the blue, that's actually embossed, and there's just a little line that you can feel right there. And the only other thing that's embossed is all this, but this is the coolest embossing I've ever seen. Because if you might be able to kind of see the different light on there, but the actual logo itself, the Batman logo itself, is embossed, and the movie right there is embossed, but the Lego Batman just the silver part is double embossed, so it sticks out farther. So you can really feel the Lego Batman. It really sticks out. But then this, you can feel it drop down to the logo and movie, and you can see that it's actually embossed a little less. You might even be able to see it from the side just a little bit. Not really, but the coolest thing about this, in my opinion, is the logo itself. You can see all the different light reflections, but if you feel it, and you can see it a little bit too, but it's actually all embossed on different levels. Every single like square you see in there, you can actually feel it. So I really love how they did that. They actually embossed like each brick, so you can actually feel like every single Lego brick that the logo is made out of. So definitely whoever like designs these covers, huge win for them in my opinion. That is awesome. That's the coolest embossing I've ever seen. Just that pretty much put this in like my top 5. You can just see that. Moving on. Anyway, you can see it says always be yourself unless you can be Batman, and then the Lego Batman movie. And you can see all like the main characters and everything right there. And then you got like Green Lantern, Superman in the background. And then I didn't even notice this until I got it, but all those little people, you can barely see them, but those are actually like the citizens of Gotham in the background there. And then you got the like Gotham City right there. But also it's like all the yellow you can see is like just this matte yellow color. But then, like a lot of slipcovers, all the characters are like shiny. Of course, not the like citizens or the city in the background, but like all the characters that actually have color and aren't just like yellow or dark yellow. But you can see it's all matte yellow, and then the characters are more shiny than the yellow, which again you can barely see. But that is that. So definitely very, very happy that I got that. So I just put that next to the both of the Lego Movie editions that I have. So yeah, so now I have the Lego Movie 3D, and the Lego Movie, or the Lego Batman movie. So yeah, so I believe, yeah, that is every single one of the new movies that I got. So definitely one of the biggest movie updates in a while, and if not in a while, and if not like ever. I don't think it ever, but in quite a while. So I'm gonna put Hellboy back real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so yeah, so that is my updated movie collection. So again, very big, and yeah, so that is that. But moving on, you were probably wondering what this is right here in my movie memorabilia section. Well, it is another thing that I made in another superhero or supervillain type thing out of air dry clay. I have made Green Lantern's ring, which is of course right here. So basically I painted the wood white, so of course not all the wood that I use is just wood, yeah, so I painted it white, not like full on white, but just white enough, and it looks really good in my opinion. And I traced all the edges on the back and the bottom. It's actually all traced green, which I'm not gonna like turn around and show you and everything, but you can see all the edges and everything are traced in green. And then you can see on the quote, if you want to pause real quick, or actually I'll just read it to you since it's real quick, but it's basically, it's the Green Lantern core oath, and it's basically how he like spawns stuff and everything, like his little green magic stuff. And it's just, in brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might, we wear my power, Green Lantern's light. So I just wrote that on there because I think it's a cool quote, and it's the main Green Lantern quote. And I on the top I put his of course his little logo outlined in light green. And then I put the Green Lantern, of course, the words, so kind of the other Green Lantern logo, some green, like, shatter, kind of like, how his like, stuff looks like when it gets blown up, like his little green stuff that he can form with his, ring. But then the main thing is, of course, the ring that I made, so, yeah, so that's the ring. I'm not gonna, like, pick it up and show you, because I'll show you the picture that's on the thumbnail, just to show you it a little bit more, but the back, you can see it has that little black line, so it looks like it kind of opens up a little bit. And then you can see I used a silver paint for the outside, and yeah, made it all silver on the outside. And so I used some craft paint, permanent marker, and that's actually okay, sorry guys, my battery died, got a second one in there. So yeah, so basically what I was saying is I used some craft paint, some spray paint for that silver and everything, and then permanent marker and everything. So I did like some different shades for the logo to make it look popping out some more, and I definitely think it pretty much worked. It looks like it's popping out quite a bit, and I just really love it. Like, I've made some other things out of like of course those are like clay things I made in school, but like that's like, that thing's even like more smooth and everything than any of those. And like those two things that I made out of clay, that and that, it's like, out of all those clay things like I've ever made, this is like the most smooth and just nice thing I've ever made. Like, it's small and simple, but you can see how smooth and nice it is and everything. So yeah, so that's my Green Lantern ring. So if you want to, I'm not going to like take it off and show it and everything, but I did the pictures on the thumbnail, but just to show you it more up close and longer, I'll include it pretty much right now after a few more words. So yeah, so I'll just, like, in the picture you can see me like have actually on my fist, because I can actually wear it and everything. But yeah, so that's my Green Lantern's ring. Definitely looks very, very cool in my movie memorabilia section, because like my favorite things in here is like the things that I make. It just, like those little things, it just looks so good. I just love them. So yeah, so that is my new thing. So I'll include the picture so you can see some more pictures of it up close right now. So yeah, so that is the pictures up close. That is that. So moving on to another thing that I picked up at Target along with Reservoir Dogs a couple of hours ago, is actually probably my last Lego set I will ever get. Because as you guys know, I'm not into Legos anymore. If you go back way in my channel, it used to be like my whole room was just in Legos. Like it was just Legos everywhere. And then I moved them to my closet eventually, but now that's my Nerf arsenal. And about like a year and a half ago, just put them all in there, and I use them to build other stuff now. So yeah, but I just bought like a little set because it was $15, but I thought it was completely worth it, because it came with two amazing Lego figures, minifigures for the size, and the set is really cool in my opinion also. So first off, the figures themselves, it was the Lego Batman movie. It was one of the sets, one of the cheapest sets. I can't remember what it was called, the Joker Escape or something like that. But it's from the beginning scene where he has a little balloon jetpack and everything. But, of course, it comes with Batman from the Lego Batman movie, which the main reason I wanted him is because, like, I already have that Batman. But the thing that's different with this Batman is, first off, he has one of the, like, cloth capes that the Lego started making, like, a year ago or so, and you can barely see that, but it is, like, the Batman classic cape with, like, the, like, ripped kind of look like that, which you can kind of barely see. But it's one of the cloth capes, which I actually only have 3 of. I have one for that Thor from Avengers Age of Ultron, one for Run from That Superman from Batman v Superman. It came with those 2. But that's my third cloth cape and my first Batman to come with a cloth cape. So I didn't know it was going to come with a cloth cape, so that's kind of nice. But mainly why I wanted him is for his utility belt, which is right there. That's exclusive for like the Lego Batman movie. And you can see that's the front with like 2 pockets, and actually carries around onto the back. And on the back he has like 2 more pockets and then like some bullet looking things. And then on the sides you can also see it, which it actually sticks out a little bit. I thought it was going to be like flat, but what's good about it sticking out a little bit is it actually looks like it goes all the way around like an actual belt. And then he actually, I only have 2 of these grappling hook pieces, one on his back which is silver, but this one's gray. And I actually have a grappling hook gun, because that one you can make into a grappling hook gun, but I stuck it as that Krypton gun, or Kryptonite gun from a Batman v Superman. But this is actual like grappling hook gun, which you can see he's just got the gun right there in his hand, and then it has the string going over onto that little hook piece connecting to the grappling hook. So I just have it like that. And so yeah, so definitely very happy to have that. It actually came with an extra utility belt, so with my sorted out Lego bucket thing, I put it with my minifigure accessories for like a custom Lego minifigure later on, because utility belts could come in handy. And then of course it came with the Joker right there, which is one of my most favorite Jokers. Of course not near as good as Heath Ledger, but I would say my favorite Joker is definitely Heath Ledger, then Jack Nicholson, but then this one, which is voiced by Zach Galifianakis. But yeah, so very good. Then Jared Leto probably after him, by the way. But his hairpiece is definitely one of my most favorite Lego hairpieces I have. Which, if you can see, it's kind of like from the front, it just looks like green hair kind of swoop back, and then on the back you can see it's all spiky and everything. So let me turn on this light, see if it makes it any better. But and then on the back, yeah, I think that looks quite a bit better. But then on the back, you can see it's all like swooped back and everything. So very cool hairpiece. And on the front, I really love his face paint and everything. And then that's, of course, his body and everything. And it looks really, really good. And then on the back, I don't know what to call it, but he's got like this leg cape thing, of course, from the movie, which you can probably barely see back there. But it's connected to his legs, which you can kind of somewhat see from the front. But it's very long, so you had to curl it. You can see one of them right there and one of them right there. But from the back, you can see that it is there, but it's very long. It's about like 3 inches, or it's about 2.5 inches long, because when you take them off, it goes down to about like there. But yeah, so I just kind of put that back. So there's the 2 minifigures that came with. But here is the set, of course. So my yearbooks were right there. I moved that down. That's my Great Falls High yearbook that I got a couple weeks ago, by the way. But I moved those down, and I put this back on display, which is my Batman v Superman set that came with those 2 sets. Because these are my 2 most favorite mini Lego sets I've ever gotten. Because they're just really cheap, but they come with tons of good pieces and 2 just amazing minifigures for the price. But I already showed that a while ago, but I just put that back on display next to this one, since they're my 2 favorite small Lego sets. But this one basically comes with this part, which is like just this little like tank full of whatever that is. And then this really cool tube thing, which really adds to the look, and it looks really good with this little wheel. And then that computer over there, which actually really looks like one of those old box computers, and you got like a little security camera type thing, I guess. Which, if it will focus a little bit, I don't think it will, but yeah, so that's that. You can see a little better now, but there's that, and then the little railing thing right there, and then it actually has a function, which I'll show in a second. But then this, which is another reason I want to buy it, because it was just those 2 minifigures at first, but then all of a sudden I realized that it comes with like the main villain plot piece of the movie, because if you know, Joker at the beginning was trying to blow up a bomb to split the, Gotham in half and make it fall into the infinite abyss from the Lego movie, and then at the end, it actually blows the city in half, and then everyone has to work together to put the city back together. So that was another reason I got it, because it comes with the bomb that actually is like the main plot piece of the movie. And it's actually, I don't think it's as big as it was in the movie, but this is the only set that you can get it in. And it has those really cool translucent neon yellow pieces on the sides, and then 2 pieces of TNT on there. A little black piece on the back, which you can like barely see, and then like this little like alarm clock looking thing with like these 2 blue studs on the top, and then the little clock, and then on the top you just got like 2 little buttons, and then some controls, and then like one of those pieces that's usually like the silver bars, but that one's like a silver bar but gray. And then the last thing it comes with is that, which that is like all it comes with, but I actually built this little stand for it, which is pretty much that. But it actually turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. Because it's really stable, but not only that, it actually looks like a really good just display stand, and I kind of tilted it, because like the other side is kind of like that's where Joker's supposed to go, and like the 2 handles are on the other side, which you can see the other ones over there, and that's where he rides, but of course I'm never going to have him on there. But so just so you can see like the handles, you can still see one right there kind of, and one right there, so you can still see both the handles pretty well. And then the 2 little boosters and the balloons, and overall, I really love the look of this, and those are actually, I don't know if they've ever, I thought those were just 2, like, the ball pieces, kind of, but those pieces on the bottom, the second half of those balloons, I believe this is the first set to come with those. I've never seen those before, so those are really cool, and those are really adjustable, so that's a little jetpack, and that is the whole set that's the whole thing it came with. I absolutely love that, and I think it was completely worth $15, because you get, like, pretty much you get like the main hero and the main villain from the Lego Batman movie, and those are really amazing minifigures in my opinion. Probably within my top 20 out of, well, maybe top 25 or so of my collection. And then that, which I will show the function of real quick, just for some fun. Just because I want to show it, because I've had a few Lego sets over the years that have like this exploding feature. But this one works so well. You just push this little thing down right here, and this tank explodes. So if you push it down, it does that. And you can see, even just pushing it down, it actually does it pretty well. And then it's just like that, and the tube's still right there. But even just pushing it down, it does pretty well. But see, even if you, but yeah, see, if you do that, it explodes pretty well. But if you really slap it, I don't know if you could really see that, but it goes up. Like, that was probably about like 6 inches or so. This is one of the longest drawings I've ever drawn, but I finished it about a week ago now. But it is a Clash of Clans drawing. I've been wanting to do one for a while, because as you guys know, I've been playing Clash of Clans for a long time. My base got deleted when my last tablet died, but I've had a new one for about 3 years now, and I played it, and I kind of got off of it for almost a year, but I actually, about like a month ago, I've really been getting back into it, and I got a lot better at it, so I am going to do a little account update on this video as well. So that's kind of another reason why I'm talking fast. But you can see Brennan Wood 6/1/17, so June 1st, 17 to June 5th, 2017. So it took me 5 days to draw, so quite a while. But yeah, so I just hung it up right there and laminated it, and these of course are not all of the characters, the troops on the game, and that's because I'm like always getting more troops that I unlocked from upgrading stuff, and they're always adding more and updates and everything, so there's just no point to draw all of them because then they're just gonna add more. But yeah, but these are just like my favorite troops. I would have drawn the Archer Queen, but I actually just got my Archer Queen. But it doesn't really matter, of course. Again, they're just going to keep on adding more and more, so I don't really have to draw her or anything. But, yeah, I just drew the logo right there, which looks very good. It's, of course, just the Clash of Clans logo with the little shield right there with the 2 arrows stuck in it. And I drew 2 little gems, one right there, one right there, 1 little drop of Dark Elixir, 2 drops of regular Elixir, and 2 coins, or gold. And I drew a Barbarian King, a P.E.K.K.A., one of the skeletons. They're not like one of my favorite troops or anything, but they're just really quick and easy to draw, and they're from like Spawned by Witches, which I don't have yet, but I do have skeleton traps. And of course those are spawned from skeleton traps. But then a Wall Breaker, a Barbarian, of course, an Archer, a Wizard, and a Hog Rider. So those are all the troops I drew, and everything on this just really looks really 3D. And I hope you guys like this. I know I definitely do, because it took me 5 days and lots of hard work to draw. So definitely very happy that I finally finished that. But now I'm going to load my base up, and I will do an update on that. And I just have to show one last thing to finish off this video. Okay, so I'm getting on Clash of Clans now. So as you guys know, the update came a couple weeks ago, or about a month ago now. But so now I'm just going to do it again. But it has a new loading screen, so it's probably my favorite loading screen it's had. It's really cool. It's got like all the troops on the boat and everything. But if you haven't seen it, that's a new loading screen. Yeah, so this update was huge. It added, basically, now you have 2 villages if you don't know. Because not only do you have your main village, but if you click on this boat, which is actually free to rebuild, it's just a little icon on the boat above. So yeah, but it looks a lot brighter than it actually is for some reason. But if you click on that, you go to this, which is called the builder base, which is that. So yeah, so first off, I guess I'll just show you my builder base, since this I have not ever shown. But yeah, so this is my builder base so far. So basically, just to go over it real quick, now I don't have any plans. So yeah, so I finally have, just today I finally finished up. Maybe if I change my brightness a little bit, but so yeah, so finally I have finished doing all of my getting rid of all the rocks and plants and everything, so it's completely cleared outside there. And that fence, I didn't have anywhere to go, so I kind of just made it a part of like my docking area. And then that's the Master Builder's boat. So yeah, so this is my builder base. This is my clock tower, which is actually level 3 already, because if you don't know, it actually boosts it. In level 2 or level 1 and 2, it boosts it 8 times for 3 minutes, and then 5 minutes. Or actually, yeah, 5 minutes and 8 minutes. But now, since it's level 3, not only does it boost it now 10 times instead of 8 times, but it boosts it for 10 minutes. And then you have to wait 8 hours, but it doesn't seem like as long as 8 hours. But it's very, very nice. I actually, I don't think I've even used it as level 3 yet, because it just got done this morning. But it's very nice. At level 2, it got stuff down about an hour and 23 minutes. So now, with going for 10 minutes at 10 times, it should be able to get stuff down like 2 hours. So that's just my clan talking. Because I have been on a clan for a while. It's not my own clan, but I've got on another pretty good clan, which is pretty hard to find, in my opinion, a good clan that you can stay on for a while. But just to speed over this real quick, I got all 4 army camps, which is the max amount of army camps you can have on the builder base. I got a gold mine and an electric collector, both level 4. I've rebuilt my gem mine level 1, rebuilt my clock tower again level 3. Both my archer towers so far are level 3, and I both have them as fast attack, which, if you don't know, they are shorter, but they have a lot more damage per second, 88. But they only shoot 7 tiles. But if you do that, they get a lot longer of a range. Holy cow, for some reason now it looks a lot better. But they get a lot longer of a range, but as you can see, a lot less damage per second, 2 times less. So I keep them both like that. But then I got a double cannon level 3. Both my cannons are level 3. Hidden Tesla level 2. Firecrackers level 2 over there. I got my push trap right there, so you can see that exit where they land. So if they go right there, it pushes them right onto the crusher, which if you don't know, right when they do it, it crushes them in it. Any troops in that area, it literally just instantly kills. I don't even know. Like, I imagine if it's like P.E.K.K.A.s and stuff, they can probably survive a few hits. But like, basically any P.E.K.K.A.s aren't even on here yet, because all 3 of those troops are coming soon. This is the highest one you can get so far. Yeah, so but just now that we're in here, these are my troops. So I have a Builder Barracks level 6. So I've used my Star Laboratory, which is level 4, by the way. And I've upgraded some of my troops. So I have level 6 archers already, level 7 barbarians already, and I have up to baby dragon. So I have level 7, or actually they're different troops actually. They're raged barbarians. So I have level 7 raged barbarians, level 6 sneaky archers, level 2 boxer giants, level 1 beta minions, level 1 bombers, which actually don't just break wall, they break wall, but they actually throw the bombs, and they're not just a one-time blow-up wall and done. And then baby dragon, which isn't like a different type, it's just baby dragon that you can unlock in the regular barracks on your regular base, and on Castle Clash and everything, of course. But I only play Clash of Clans. I used to play Castle Clash, but I really don't anymore. So I'm really close to Cannon Cart, which is the highest troop you can get as right now, but I do have to upgrade my Builder Hall. And then that's not that expensive, only 300,000 to upgrade it, to upgrade my Builder Barracks again, but my Builder Hall is 400,000 golds, which is still not horrible. But then my push trap pushes him right onto my double cannon, so I'll kill him pretty much right away. And that push trap pushes him right onto that cannon, which will also pretty much get the guard post after them, and the hidden Tesla to pop up. There's a spring trap, and then I have one of my mines is right there, and then I have a mine right there, and a mine right there, and then I got my air bombs right there. Again, my hidden Tesla's level 2. Guard post is not that great. It's only level 1, but it's really only an archer and a barbarian, which aren't even the level of archer or barbarian that yours are. Of course, you can upgrade and get it better, but it's literally just an archer and barbarian, like level 1. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, I guess it helps and it's a distraction. But that is my builder base. But I can't wait to rebuild the battle machine, but that won't be for a while, because you gotta upgrade my builder hall to level 5 first off, and then that's 900,000 elixir, so probably get that within this next month or so, maybe sooner. But then my crusher is level 2, and all my walls so far is level 2, except for that, because there's no point in leveling that up right now. But yeah, that is my builder base. I pretty much went over everything, so that is my builder base right there. So yeah, so now on to my main base. So it is my main base. It's pretty much the same exact layout, because I believe the last time I showed this was about a month ago or so. I mean, not a month ago. It was a long time ago last time I showed this. It was like back when I was pretty much into Clash of Clans, but I believe last time I showed this, I just now got P.E.K.K.A.s. I just now got my Barbarian King back. Like all the, and like most of my fence was like out on the outside, it was like all like level 3, and then like all this was like level 4, and then like around here was like level 5. But I really went ham upgrading my defense. That's pretty much all I've been doing ever since I got back into Clash of Clans over this past month. But basically, I got two, just a quick update. So first off, that's my base, now, so all the, like, there's not much level 4 fence, level 4 wall, but most of the level 4 wall is all on the outside. As you can see, it's like those little pieces, but most of the rest is all level 5. But then around my main stuff right there, you can see it is all level 6. Probably my favorite looking wall in my opinion, because I just love how it's diamond. And this is pretty good, because all that level 4 wall around the outside only has 900 hit points, which isn't great. But then 1,400 hit points for all the gold wall that you can see. And then the diamond wall, level 6, is 2,000, so pretty darn good. That wall, upgrading on that wall really helped me. But then the main defense, one of the things that came up in the update is called the bomb tower, which I actually have a bomb tower level 2, which not much of my friends have, as far as I know of, but that's very good actually, because it doesn't have a super big range, as you can see, but basically it bombs people and it really does some wrecking. But then once the troops finally destroy it, it drops a giant bomb and then blows up anything. So I saw this one raid, there's like all these giants, and it destroyed like 3 of them, and there's like 7 of them, and then all of a sudden they were probably gonna win it if they had all those giants. They still won the raid, of course, like 2 stars or something like that, but that was before I got like a lot of this stuff, but then all of a sudden that blew up like the rest of the giants, so they couldn't get 100%, so that's very good, so especially level 2, but my main new defense is right there. This is my favorite defense I have. I put it right in the center, pretty much right with these 4 things, but it is an X-Bow. Not only that, an X-Bow level 2. So, yes, it was expensive, took a long time, but I got an X-Bow level 2, and what's cool about this is you can actually, I have it set for air and ground, so it can attack air and ground troops, and it still has a pretty good range if you can see that white circle, but if you set it for that, it has a really big range, but that's only ground, so I'd rather have, it's only 3 less blocks, so I'd rather have a shorter range, but it can attack ground and air, but, yeah, so that is that. It has a huge damage per second, and it shoots so quick. You have to load it, but at max it's only 19,000, but usually after each raid, it's only about 3,000. I've never actually had to do it full, but I'm actually going to finish this cannon right now. It's level 9, 391 gems, but I have 1,789, because I've been saving up for so long, just to do all this stuff, but, oh, there we go. So, now, if you guys have seen that, I am now level 55, so I've been really speeding up in levels, because over like this past week or 2, I went from level 50 to level 55. So yeah, but now my achievements, you can see I completed a few of them, but I am getting pretty close on a few of the other ones, but those are my achievements on my main base. And then right there you can see builder base achievements, and those are my achievements that I've gotten on there. And then just a quick thing real quick, last time I showed it, again, my town hall is level 8, which is like the town hall regular looking, but it has like a flat roof. Now it is level 9, which is really cool looking in my opinion. And my troops are pretty much the same. I believe the only new thing I have since last time I showed you guys is level 4 wall breakers instead of level 3. And I believe I didn't show that last time, but I do have my dark spell factory for quite a while now. So I have poison spell, which really sucks in my opinion. It's useless. But if you do get some clan castle troops that come out after you, that can help. But now I got an archer queen, like I said when I was showing my drawing. So happy about that. In my opinion, she's better than my barbarian king, and he's level 2. So on to that, my barbarian king, as you can see, is level 2. If you guys know, you can't actually name them, but I name mine anyway. But I named my barbarian king Vengeance, but he is level 2. So yeah, so my barbarian king, you can see he is level 2, and I have 7,000 dark elixir, so probably on the next Clash of Clans update, because I think I'm going to start doing these like every other day vlog or so, just because I'm really back into Clash of Clans now. But probably on the next Clash of Clans update, he'll probably be level 3, because I have 7,000. I might spend some gems, because I still have 1,398 after finishing that cannon, and yeah, 466, so I might upgrade him to level 3 within these next few days. So on the next Clash of Clans update, I'll show that, but this is why I just spent those gems finishing my first ever level 10 cannon. So, once I get my cannon on my builder base up to level 4, which it's level 3 right now, as you saw, but once it's up to level 4, then I can spend 1.5 million gold and actually gear it up, which actually now, you can gear up your buildings. You have to have certain levels on your builder base and certain levels on here, but you can gear up archer towers and mortars, pretty much most defenses and everything, but you have to have certain defenses on your builder base and this base, but so that probably won't be for quite a while, but that'd be really cool having a double cannon level 10 on this base. But that is my first golden cannon level 10. It's very good. You can see the damage per second is almost as high as my X-Bow, but again, it's not near as fast because the X-Bow just do. So it's very quick. But yeah, so that is my cannon that I just finished upgrading. So happy that I have one of those, and it really matches my golden fence. That's my first time even seeing it like that, so that's my new defense right there. But yeah, so I got 2 more wizard towers as well, and all 4 of them are level 2. So yeah, so all 4 wizard towers are level 2, so there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there. All 3 of my mortars, or actually I have 4 mortars now, but one of them's level 1 right there. But then I have 3 more level 4, and level 4. And then, yeah, so then I also have these bombs. Those 2 bombs right there are level 3, of course, because they have the golden spikes coming out of them. But just recently, a couple hours ago, I upgraded my last 4 regular bombs to level 2, just for some extra defense. So those two are level 2, and then those two are level 2. I've also been upgrading my collectors, so now all 4 of those are level 4, same with those 4, and then these ones are level 7, right there and right there. Those are level 10, right there and right there, and those are level 12 and level 12 like I showed quite a few months ago. And then again, my Town Hall is level 9 now. My storages are pretty much all the same, but I did get a level 3 and a level 2 storage right there, so it doesn't help out much, but, you know, it's some extra storage. And then, of course, those ones are level 10, and then those ones are level 11. So yeah, and then, of course, my Archer Queen. So now I have every hero except for the Grand Warden. But yeah, so there's my Archer Queen. I actually named her Vagisil, so it's Vengeance in Vagisil. Basically, I got it from Brendan Rogers, one of his videos where he was making some stuff in the kitchen. He was just like, my cousin Vagisil. It's just one of the funniest things I think he said. He's like the funniest YouTuber along with iDubbbz in my opinion. But yeah, so it's Vengeance in Vagisil. So I just love that. I put them on both sides of my base, right there and right there. So I got both of them protecting, and I just love her because she has range so crazy. Like, she can shoot, like, say in battle she's standing right there, she can probably shoot, like, the farthest I've seen her shoot is, like, over to there. Like, she can shoot, like, over 2 rows of fence. It's crazy. So, but she's really good. She's level 1 as of right now. And then my Barbarian King is also level 1. And not much else has changed, but of course I did get, pretty much I got everything that I can as of right now. Of course I can get some more defenses, which I will get over time. I can get a second expo, but I'm waiting on that for a while. Before I get any more defenses, I'm probably going to upgrade the rest of my wall to level 5. So it'll all be golden wall except for that. That will be level 6, but, yeah, that's pretty much it as of right now. So of course my spell factory is still the same. Those are all the spells I have. Level 2 lightning spell, level 1 rage spell, level 1 healing spell, and level 1 poison spell. And then of course all the troops again I have, if you want to pause to look closer, but those are all of the troops that I have. And then of course my 2 heroes. And I have some troops, so I'm probably going to raid after this video, because I'm not going to raid on this video, but that's my main attack. I always use my Archer Queen, my Barbarian King, and then I always use 3 P.E.K.K.A.s, 5 Wall Breakers, and 75 Archers. That's all the troops I can train. You can see it's completely full. And, yeah, but that is all. And then my laboratory is still level 6. I believe I upgraded it once since the last time I updated this. Oh, yeah, that's a big thing right there. Instead of just 2 builder's huts, I actually have 3 builder's huts now, so of course I have 3 out of 3 builder's huts since I just finished upgrading my cannon. That's been upgrading for like 2 days now, because it took like 4 days, but I just quickened it up for those last 2 days and finished it now. So yeah, but that is pretty much it for my Clash of Clans update. So I'll update you guys probably in like 2-day vlogs from now, but that's pretty much all. So if you just want to pause and look at this base, you can see it's pretty darn big, but if you just want to look at any last thing real quick. Oh yeah, I'm a gold 3 by the way, 1,394 trophies, level 55, and that's, I don't know why, but I'm showing this, but that's my current loot. So definitely still have a lot of gems, so kind of just thinking about what I'm going to do with all those. Probably upgrade my Barbarian King or something again. But yeah, so if you just want to pause, again, that is my main base, so I'll show you that in a later Clash of Clans update, and if you want to pause on that, that is my builder base, so I'll also update you guys on that in a couple day vlogs. And then last for this is, oh yeah, my clan castle is now level 3. Last time I showed it, I believe it was level 2. But yeah, so my treasury is all empty, but I've been participating in lots of clan wars because the clan I'm in is, again, very good, like I mentioned earlier in this vlog. But it's called Banana Split, just like that. That is the logo, or the little clan thing. We're level 2 so far. New pet, or a few new pets out here. So towards the end of the last day vlog, I was actually going to show this, or actually I did, but it was too long, so then I ended up cutting it out. But we actually got a fish tank, a fish aquarium, because we've had a few fish bowls, but they always, like, died after a little bit and everything, and we've had them over our life, along with hamsters and everything, but those are kind of short-lived pets. But now, for the first time ever, we actually have, like, a whole aquarium. So that is Gracie Gecko and Zenith. So this Zenith is right there, and Gracie is back there. You can kind of see her head right there, but they're still doing all good. And yeah, so these are our fish. So basically that is a red wag platy. We've actually had 2 of them all along, and we actually had these fish called neon tetra. But why we don't have any now is they're actually like my favorite home aquarium freshwater fish, because they actually have like a glowing thing, which the closer they get to death, it actually goes down, so it's like a health bar like in a video game. But the reason we didn't is we actually went through 7 of them. That's right, 7. And we just went back and they were saying nothing's wrong. We got all this stuff to fix the water, which we still have, of course, just in case. And we filled it with that so it's extra fresh water, because for some reason our water was just not working. Even though it's completely fresh, my dad's like works as a water maintenance guy on base. Yeah, so these are our fish. All of these fish have been alive for like those 2 red wag platies have been alive for almost 3 weeks now, something like that. And all those fish have been alive. All those little fish have been alive for about a week now. So obviously we have finally got our fish tank all worked out. It is all good now. But sadly we are not getting any more neon tetra, just because the reason is they are not a good fish to start out with, not until you're like a professional fish carer person. Because they're not hardy fish at all. The littlest amount of stress or miscare they just die. And I think our longest lasting neon tetra out of the 7 that we got, because we got 4 to start out with, then those died, so we got 3 more. And I think our longest lasting one was like 7 hours. Yeah, so basically we named all these when we first got all of these guppies, which are those fish. It was really hilarious because these red wag platies were getting so annoyed, because you can see that one kind of still follows him around. But when we first got him, all the guppies were just non-stop following around the red wag platies, and it was hilarious because they were just like, you could tell the red wag platies were just like, you best back up, I'm gonna kill you. And they were just getting so annoyed. And the other wag platy, he is usually sitting in there, but you can see him back there. He's sitting right there. He's just like, I've been spotted. Yeah, he's right there. Yeah, that is all of our fish. And so if you want to see a picture of a neon tetra, I did get a picture of one, and I got pictures of all of them, which are on the thumbnail, but I'm going to include them right now again, just so you can see them again. And the neon tetra is a glowing one, so I did get a picture of one of them, which I'm happy about, but we're not going to get any more of them, at least not for now. And I believe this is all the fish we're going to get for now, but we might get a few last ones, because we're going to get about like, we have 8 in all right now, but we're probably going to get about 12 in all, so we're probably going to get our final fish probably later next week or something. So on the next day vlog, I'll show you if we do get any more. But of course, that's the filter and everything, which filters water. And that's like the filter stick right there, and that's the heater. And then we got this little ancient temple thing for their little hideout thing. Kind of like the Aztec or whatever it was, but they just have faces, and we thought it was really cool. And then we got a big old plant right there and a little rock, which used to be in there, but we took it out quite a while ago, and it's just been sitting down there for a while, so we just cleaned it off and put it in there. So yeah, so you can see he's starting to follow him around. But yeah, so the pictures will be right now. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed those pictures. So now I'm going to show you all of their names. So the guppies are my favorite fish. Probably these 2 fish are like my favorite fish in there. They're just, look at their tails. It's beautiful. Those fish are just beautiful. So the pictures are a lot better because I can adjust the lighting and everything better. All their name is 2 red wag platies. You can tell the difference because that one's, the black is more black, and that one, or the black is less black. That one has darker black. So the bigger, fatter one with the less black, that one is Mr. Krabs, and that one back there is Mark from the meme from The Room by Tommy Wiseau, like, oh, hi, Mark. So that is Mark. So Mr. Krabs and Mark, silver platy, which his name is Pearl, so that is Pearl, that's a silver platy, and yeah, that is Pearl. And they're pretty hilarious because when they eat or open their mouths, they have huge mouths, which you might see a little bit. He just opened it a little bit ago, so I don't know if you saw it, but that's them. So you can, Not a Cheeto really follows him around still. The other guppies don't really, but Not a Cheeto's the only one that still follows him around. But the black platy, I named the Black Pearl after the name of one of the ships from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. So that is the Black Pearl back there. Of course, he is just the black platy. And then we have 2 male cobra guppies, which are that yellow one right there and that orange one right there, which you can see him. That is Not a Cheeto. That's what I named him, and that is Tetris, one of the neon tetras, because they're neon tetras and they're all colorful and everything. I named Tetris, but since they all died, he is the new Tetris. So yeah, so he's kind of carrying on the neon tetras thing, because he actually has like a glowing side on him too, so he's a new tetra, or I mean Tetris. He's not a tetra, but his name is Tetris. So those are my 2 male cobra guppies, and last but not least, we have 2 mosaic elephant ears guppies, which are that one right there and that one right there. So that one is cool, but this one I like a lot more. You can see his tail's a lot more extravagant. So that one's name is Titan, and that one back there's name is Eclipse. So those are all of the fish and their names. So I fed them this morning. Me or my dad usually feed them right when we wake up, but now we usually feed them after we eat our dinner. So we just feed them this. It's pretty much just the regular fish food, but just grab out about like that much, because that's about enough for all of them for morning and day. And sorry that the lights are off, but trust me, the fish tank, even if I can adjust the lighting on my camera, it looks a lot better no matter what. So this is a little feeding hole, which you can just open right there. You can see that. Ta-da! And then you drop the food in there, just like so. And then the guppies, the black pearl used to be the one, he would just go up there no matter where he was, and he would just start eating. But now the guppies, we thought he was the eater. No, look at the guppies. The guppies are the new eaters. The black pearl used to just eat and eat and eat, but the guppies, you can see they definitely were hungry. And the black pearl, he still does love eating, but the guppies and the black pearl are definitely the eaters. You can see they're pretty hungry, but they're all chowing down. So I just thought I would feed them on camera for the first time. And yeah, so I will probably do an update when we get our last fish or anything. But that is a fish tank, definitely very calming. It looks like a little face right there. And in certain lighting, sometime on the wall right there, you can't see the heat coming out of the heater. But at like night with certain shading, you can actually see the heat right there, and it looks like the shadow of like fire or something. So it's really cool, and maybe if I can get that on camera one day, I'll show you guys that. But yeah, so that is our fish. We will show it. I will show it later on. You'll see them like you have seen the guppy or the geckos on quite a few episodes now. You'll see the fish on quite a few episodes.